as the corn grows. Now, we join Mrs. Swanson as she whips up breakfast for her homeless house guests, Katie and Cassidy.
Is that coffee I smell?
Why, Katie, I didn't expect you to get up so early. I thought you'd sleep in after all the excitement last night.
Well, Cassidy's still snoozing, but I couldn't stop thinking about the fire.
Well, Elmer is going to stop by in just a little bit. He's out with the adjuster now, and he's going to stop by and give us an update.
Elmer? He's coming here?
Yes, I promised him breakfast. Come in. Why, Prairie Ann, I was expecting Elmer to come. He's bringing us an update from the insurance adjuster.
Katie's with him?
No, she's here. I'll go get her.
Oh, don't bother. I was just gonna see when she wanted me to bring Moki back.
Anytime, I guess.
Oh, it's you. Mrs. Swanson, would you please excuse us for a moment?
Well, yes, I do have some laundry I can do in the basement.
What do you want? Well, let's see. On today's menu, we've got holding my cat for ransom. Or if you're on a diet, how about poisoning my well water?
Oh, really, Katie? You don't think... I'm just trying to help you.
Now, you listen here, sister. Since I arrived in Minnesota, it's been one catastrophe after the other.
Oh, Katie, really, you have to believe me. I'm your friend. You don't really think I would do that, really?
Innocent act, will ya? Norma saw you and Cousin John getting all cozy over at Edie's Diner.
Katie, I'm just trying to help you.
Help me? Help me? By ruining my crops and burning down my house? You know what, Prairie Ann? Please don't help me.
I just met with Cousin John to try to convince him not to try to get the farm away from you to buy the Peterson farm down the road.
I don't know.
If I was in cahoots with John, why would I meet him at Edie's with nosy Norma listening in?
Come in.
Morning, ladies.
Morning, Elmer.
Morning, Elmer.
Well, Katie, except for that partially melted silo, the damage isn't too bad.
Elmer, don't you think it's suspicious that within 1 month's time I've had a crop fungus and deer running through the corn and then my house burns down?
Well, Katie, the fungus is odd in this growing season, I will give you that. And I did see the deer in the area. They were eating corn all summer. I would say, overall, Katie, you've just had a real bad run of luck lately. But, statistically speaking, the trinomial probability distribution of all these events, it's quite skewed.
Why, Elmer Plow, I don't think I can discuss combinatoriality before morning coffee. And besides, I'm thinking it was a little more than bad luck.
Katie thinks I had something to do with it.
You? Her? Oh, that is a good one.
Well, she's in cahoots with Cousin John.
That's right! I remember Mrs. Swanson caught Cousin John and Prairie Ann in the supply closet whispering about something last night.
Oh, that Mrs. Swanson, it was all her fault.
What's all my fault?
I only met with Cousin John in the supply closet because he called me in to complain that I wasn't working.
Well, every time I looked for you, you were somewhere else.
Do you swear that Cousin John had nothing to do with starting that fire?
Scout's honor.
What do you think, Elmer?
Well,
You do believe me, Elmer, don't you?
well,
Elmer?
Elmer!
Well, the claws are out, and Elmer is caught in the middle of a cat fight. Will Prairie Ann ever return Moki the cat? Will Katie's run of bad luck ever end, or will skewed trinomial probability distributions rule the day? And if so, will Mrs. Swanson ever cook that breakfast she promised Elmer? I guess we'll find out after the break.